just going to explain to you why I went back into the stock. So I was here somewhere, made a lot of profit on this stock. Anyways, the reason why I went back into it purely because from here, let's have a look at the week month candle. See this from this point here, this candle here, the big one, it's a big jump. That jump was huge. Okay, so as it went up, it broke everything, and then it tends to go from there. So there's a jump as well, it's a gap jump, and it's a huge candle which indicates momentum and many other things. Down this section here, there's loads of support, you can see. Okay, loads of up and down, sideways, but lots of green, lots of reds. However, it dropped massively, you can see here, right here. Okay, so that's fine, it's okay, it's what it does. And then if you look at over a year period, so before I went back into this stock, usually I don't trade momentum stocks. I know momentum trading is successful for many others and it is good, it's just not suited to my risk management strategies, purely because I find that sometimes you get caught out on the other side of the momentum. I need to be on it, I need to be more focused, I need to dedicate more time. I just don't have the time to dedicate, so I implement a different strategy purely because of that. But if I did have dedicated time to offer to this trade, to this trade, but offer to this stock trading, then I probably would focus on momentum trading as well, because it would be a quick way of making money. So there are many strategies you can implement, it just depends on your lifestyle and whatnot. Anyways, so yeah, you got to figure out what's your lifestyle strategy, right? So going back here, the reason I'm going here now, you can go however far back you want to go, it's not a problem. You can go here if you want. You see here, made a jump up, it's not a jump, it's a strong candle, momentum, went up, went back down, and then they see the support here, the top of the candle, the support, and then went back down. Usually it drops down a little bit, that's what it does, that's what stocks do, they rebound, they kind of momentum, it drops down, momentum also goes up. Like here, the momentum took it up too much, but the actual price was down here. So it happens, it's like catapult, it can go swinging back and forth without any predictable sort of whatever you want to call it. So the point of the matter is that if you understand that the stocks do have this behavioral thing where they can drop 4-5% below their support, and vice versa, they can go 4-5% above their resistance, then you can using that information you can plan your trade accordingly. I'm going to delete this video, by the way, so whoever listens, watches, you benefit from it, and then after that I'm going to delete it because I don't have a lot of storage space on my WhatsApp, so that's why. Anyways, so then you see, look here on the 24th of February last year, it dropped down, okay, so went sideways, and then as you can see a pattern growing here now, okay, and then it went up and then went up again. Okay, so if you go back further back, you're going to see similar pattern anyway. So there's a recurring pattern here, that's what I'm trying to get at, right? So the reason why I went back into it, usually these are earnings or something like that, and then guess what happens? Straight after the drop, there's a straight after the climb, there's a drop. Again, look at here, straight after the climb, there's a drop. Straight after the climb, there's a drop. Look here, straight after the climb, there's a drop. Straight after the climb, there's a drop. Okay, here, straight after the climb is a drop, massive drop. Same, climb, drop, climb, drop, climb, drop. Okay, so there's a pattern. Okay, so by looking at the pattern, but also the reason why I went here in particular, because it's a sweet spot here, 32. It touched 32 number of times. Okay, around there, as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I knew it was going to go past that. Remember, it's a momentum, it goes past it. This is why I went for 32. Could have gone for that, but I did want to catch that trade at 32. So purely for that reason, I went in at 32, and then I'm riding it, inshallah. So again, it could go. I mean, the other confidence I have is there's a lot of climbing, a lot of buying pressure here, and then you've got loads of support around here, that mountainous region. Let's call it the mountainous region, around the mountainous region here, between 26 and March. Okay, end of March. So that gives me, or beginning of April even you can say, so that gives me confidence there's a strong support here. Now if you want to open up more technical data, which I also used as well, I also used analyst data as well to predict the to see what their predictions, and then all that enabled me to decide what I want to do with it. So as you can see, all my indicators are positive, up and up and up. There's a marked days up, so strong buying power here on the volume indicator. It's above the support. Is a strong support by 50 EMA days, and average as well, average and Bollinger Band. Okay, so all that indicating to me that there is a good entry point at 32. Of course, it could drop down to 29. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. This is why I didn't go in with thousands of pounds. Okay, I only went in with hundreds of pounds. So if it does drop to that, I probably would close the gap and then quite aggressively, and then the stock should rebound off that point anyways. Which again, you can study the previous, as you can see, there you go. You can see previous pattern is the same. There's correlation, no correlation. There's a reoccurring pattern here. So basically, basically in a nutshell, I just explained to you the reason why I went into this trade and this stock, and kind of against my own game plan, but overall I'm kind of confident here anyways. Hope that gives you guys some insight into stock trading and how to go about starting your journey. It's about studying and learning and being in control of you have to be a master at it. You have to try to be a master at it. You control as much as you can. Of course, you cannot control and manipulate the stock market itself. The elite do that. That's fine. Let them do their thing. If you can figure out the patterns of the elites, you can just ride the wave. Simple as, like surfing. There's a massive wave, and when the wave comes, if you know how to surf it. Simple as. And that's exactly the best way to describe it. How I trade. But in this particular case, I explained to you why I went into this trade, which is slightly different to the reasons why I would go into a trade. It's not always the same reason or reasons. And I try to use multiple indicators, as you can see, multiple reasons, multiple factors in deciding whether to trade it, and decide on how much to trade and how risky that stock, how much I'm willing to risk on my per trade, basically. So there's a lot goes into it. It's not just a matter of like 1 + 1 is 2. It's not as simple as that.